Hey everyone, I want to share a personal story with you today. Um, One that stayed with me for decades and helped shape my understanding of trust, caution, and resilience. It's a story when I was just a young child growing up in the city of San Diego in the 1960s. One night while my parents were out, I was asleep with my two younger sisters. Suddenly, I heard strange noises at the door. Being a curious kid, I went to see what was happening. To my surprise, I saw a man reach his arm through the window and break into our house. I was totally naive. I didn't understand the danger I was in or what was really happening. I just saw him and thought he knew my family, my parents, because he played it off like he was looking for someone, saying, "I'm looking for your parents." Now, he laughed with me, he talked with me for a moment, and then he left, telling me to tell my parents he came by. I didn't think much of it at all, not at the time. And when my parents returned home, I told them what had happened. My mother looked at me with concern and asked me if I had opened the door for him. Did you open the door for him? I told her, no. He reached his arm through the window and let himself in. That moment, I saw the shock and fear in my parents' eyes. They asked me to describe him, and I did, even giving a rough idea of his appearance. My father, who had just finished serving about 4 years in the Navy, he immediately went out and he found this man, and the encounter didn't go well for the burglar. That's all I could say. My mom told me that he was a stranger, and she explained to me what could have happened. She helped me to understand the harm that could have come to me, and she assured me that it's important to be cautious with strangers. What stood out to me, though, back in the 1960s when I look back, was that this burglar was a smooth operator. He broke into our home without harming us. He didn't try to tie me up, kidnap us, or cause trauma to us. It was different back then. There was a different moral compass. People seemed generally to understand what's right from wrong, and there was a sense of community and respect that often kept things from going too far. Fast forward to today, and the landscape has changed drastically. Today, some men will not only harm or threaten children, but will take their lives and cause trauma and follow through with robberies, whether kids are present or not. The level of danger has increased and the moral lines seem blurred. It's heartbreaking to see how much more reckless and ruthless some individuals have become. What's clear is that the moral fabric of society has shifted. Back in the 1960s and 70s, there was a different moral compass, a shared sense of right and wrong that held communities together. Today, many seem to have lost that sense of accountability. This story reminds me that while we can't control everything, we can teach the next generation about awareness, caution, and integrity. We must stay vigilant and remember that trust must be earned, not given blindly. We need to be wise enough to recognize deception and strong enough to stand against wrongdoers. So I ask you, what lessons can we take from the past to help us navigate the present? How do we instill a sense of moral responsibility and awareness in the young people around us? And how do we protect ourselves and our community without losing our compassion and humanity? Drop your thoughts below. Let's have a real conversation about safety, morality, and building a better future for our kids. Thanks for listening, and stay strong, stay safe, and keep pushing forward. God bless you.